me. Um, it's raining outside. Anyways, let me check if this audio it's working, just to see if I can start talking. I love so much the amazing rain outside. It's just amazing. I love these are thunderstorm, alright. I am losing followers. Um, yeah, I'm losing followers. I don't care. This need to be, you know, we need to speak about these things. And if we don't, who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do that? And I think it's important to speak about the children and the safety of the children, because these doctors, they don't care about safety of the children. They are mutilating children, and all this, it's part of a sadistic experiment. I, I wonder if you can hear the rain. Anyways, it doesn't matter. All this is part of a sadistic experiment. The doctors that are doing this are definitely pedophilic, and I just watched a video that it proves that these studies started in the 90s by pedophiles, and that's the truth. Of course, trans activists are unaware of that. I believe that they really think they are doing something good, and I don't think they have done their researches. Everything it's on, you know, based on how they feel, how children feel. But I think we need to do more research about that, because honestly, how children feels, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, if these research are made by pedophiles that want the love to castrate children, we should not care about how these children feel about themselves, because they will grow out uh, of it. They will grow out of it, and if we transition them, they will regret this. So it's not a good idea that we do this to the children, if I have to be honest. Um, it's full of lies, okay? And for sure, Dylan Mulvaney is not helping, he's pushing this. I will not respect the pronouns. I don't see the person as a woman. Is very misogynistic, is disrespectful toward women. Like I don't see, not there is nothing about him that makes me think that he's trying to be a woman. That's a weird fetish. I don't remember the name of the fetish, but it's real. Like it's men that love to dress as a woman and they get turned on, they get hard, they get, you know what I mean, by dressing like this. And it's disgusting, and it's a weird fetish that started with pornography. That's why I'm against pornography. I just think that I've missed something. I have to just wait. much better. And so the reason why they get so the reason why they get so angry when you tell them that they are not women is because uh, their fetish consists in people telling them that they are women, and they get hard like this. That's why they hate so much when people tell them you are not a woman. And yeah, this is the truth. Um, Unfortunately, people are not aware. People think that these are women, and women have so much compassion of people. We have, and I used to have compassion too. I thought, okay, they feel like a woman, but now I realize that you can't feel like a woman if you don't have the experience of a woman. And these men will never have the experience of a woman. In every way possible, there is no way that you will have the experience of a woman. So, this is the truth. Let's see if I can find some these heavy videos online that you can watch to, read and everything. Joe, colleges, Oxford, I don't know what you are doing and why you are allowing this anarchist to go on college and to protest against this lady that she's just saying that biological facts, you know what I mean. And these children, these white liberal girls, they went with protest sign and these are everybody, these trans activists. You see, there is no black person there, no poor person, no rich person. It's always middle class white girls that are definitely don't want to be women, and they are doing the possible to escape that. And you will never escape being a woman. What are you talking about? Um, it's just getting very ridiculous. It's hot, raining. It's not more strong anymore. Like it's not raining that much anymore. Still raining though. I this page, red XX. It's a great page. Um, this is my Twitter. This is what I've tweeted. Dylan identify as a girl, not even a woman. Are you aware yet? Are you asking yourself question? And yes, he identifies as a girl. That's a fetish. That's a pedophilic fetish. The way he jokes about tampax, mm, like that's a weird fetish. That's a weird fetish that men have, and it's weird. It's very weird that we are letting this. You can see that the trans community is not a minority when they have so much power. These are men, white men. The majority of them, it's white men. So they have power. White men have power, guys. Why white men have powers, and this is the result. These white men with a wig pretending to be women, getting in women's spaces, getting in the schools, and teaching about shaking booties. They are men and they are not women. The majority of them, I've never saw a black person doing that. To be honest, black people don't fuck with this bullshit, okay? That's the truth. So I have my laptop, which, it's broken like this. And today my parents, just like before I was live, my parents were, my father actually, was like talking so loud about the laptop. And I mean, he doesn't want to buy me a new laptop. This is this is the anyway. So all these these are sadistic doctors that are chopping boobs off and dicks off, and all this started with a cult. This cult listed. I mean, 200 years, and there were a lot of members. They were doing sadistic stuff on, gosh, sadistic stuff on children by chopping off dicks and boobs. And it's incredible that people are not aware of this. I think more people should be aware of these doctors and what they are doing. The fact that they use doctor money, the trans community use doctor money as a good example. If you don't know who he was a doctor, he was a pedophile, and he did weird experiments with the children. He, we, I can't even say these things online. He was a pedophile, guys, and he was doing weird experiments on children. He picked two twins, like, and he make them have together. You know what I mean? And he was doing weird experiments with children, and these two twins, they were so pressured. They unalived themselves at 36, both of them. And this doctor was pressuring them. He was forcing them to have, you know what I mean. And it's not funny that they take example from a pedophile. Just to let you know that these children are part of an experiment. I think this is the most. That's this is going to be the biggest scandal that we will have in the future. Like, see in 4 years, 4, 5, 10, when all this is going to be finished, how things are gonna, make sense. Things we say turf. And to be honest, these trans activists, they don't do the researches. You guys don't do research. We can tell by the fact that you keep talking and things makes no sense. So simple. So my battery it's at 10. I'm not gonna lie. If this goes off, I can't do nothing. It's charging. I don't know why it's well, it's charging, but honestly, I don't know. Uh, this whole situation with the children and with these sadistics doctors, uh, and how this all started from Hitler, and this is all an experiment on children, and people are okay with that. Nobody's doing nothing. To them, this is great. Science. Huh, you know, they keep saying this is based on science, and no, it's not. It's not based on science. It's based on sadistic experiments on children done in the 40s by Nazi doctors. Do you hear that? Done by Nazi doctors and repeated by other sadomasochist doctors, weird doctors that were doing weird shit on children. And there is nothing about this that it's good for the children, that it's in any ways, this is not good at all. And I don't see why people don't do the research they should do. And for research, I mean research, not reading too few articles written on purpose to gain some type of approve from the people. You just have to read and do your research, and it takes hour because they remove these things. They don't want people to read, especially parents. The doctors, you should not trust the doctors. They know what they are doing. They know they are wrong, and everything about this it's so wrong. I don't know how to say it in a nice way, but to be honest, to be honest, I can't believe it that people sit down without doing researches and they be like, oh, okay, I'm okay with doing that. I'm okay with other people chopping off. You know what? This is not a community at all. Um, Communities are not like this at all. If I have to be honest, Sometimes I check to see if the audio is working. So, anyways, um, I think it's insane that people use this doctor money to you know have examples to be like, see, this is working. When this doctor was a pedophile and was raping children, to be honest, and forcing them to do weird acts that children should not do. Um, when they use this dude to I'm like, no, bitch. And the more I see and the more I read, the more I see these people protesting, and the more I realize that they don't even know what they are doing. You don't know what you are doing, to be honest. You can tell these people didn't research. And I used to be one of those. I used to be one of those that It was none of my business what they were doing because I am not dysphoric. I am okay with being a woman. And so I was like, whatever. If they want a transition, I know nothing about this. Let them do. But now I realized how stupid that was. And to be honest, so glad that I just left woke culture because honestly, it's going too far. And then I want to see if the microphone works like this. Just trying to see if it works like this. And if I don't, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't like it. It's better like this. It's better like this, guys. Anyways, I had to stay like this for an hour. I'm just saying. I need a prize, I need a Nobel, and the right. I need a diet. There is no way that I can enjoy my day since my parents don't help me at all. They just everything to make me hungry, everything to make me uncomfortable. Yeah, I can't wait to live by myself. I don't know when, how. Anyways, I am very sleepy, very sleepy. Uh, Anyways, back to this sadomasochist doctor, to the sadist, to this weirdos, to this pedophile. I'm not even kidding when I tell you that they were, and they still. I can't today. They do this experiment on children. They still do it now. Now it's legal. Now they do it. They call this healthcare. Actually, this is not healthcare. This is all this. All this started by all this started by Nazi doctors. All right, and they were doing sadomasochistic things on children, and that's why now we have this care for the children. They change gender. Yeah, it's not care, unfortunately. Um, Unfortunately, it's abuse, and the Nazi doctor were doing this to the children. To They were doing this weird sadomasochistic experiments. And what else? Dr. Money was doing this to the children. Uh, and I don't see why the trans community use this guy to make a point. Because if we have to make a point with this pedophile, I don't think you win. I don't think you win, and it's not even funny to take example from pedophiles and from cults that we're doing this type of things on children. Um, and it's actually quite sad that people unfortunately think that this is healthcare for children, and I understand that they come from a place of they think they are helping. All right, I used to be like this, and now I realize that after my research, they are not helping. They are creating problems to the future generation, and all these transitioner now they have problems, and unfortunately no one is helping them, and all this happened because doctors, instead of pushing this agenda, they are affirming. So they are not telling children, like having a conversation with children, having therapy, like good therapy. They are just affirming. So if today I go to whatever it is, the hospital, I don't know where, because where I live, these things are not happening, to be honest. So if I go, I don't know, in the United States, and I want my boobs chopped off, I really can get that in a day. I can get my medicine to change my appearance in just a day. And that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think there should be like why we are okay with that. Are we gonna push therapy, like decent therapy where we talk with the children and we see if they have some trauma, uh, or if they are really dysmorphic, or if they are really want to be trans? You know what I mean? If they really want to change gender, they should get a good therapy. You know what I mean? And doctors should push against the child instead of affirming and transitioning them, just to make sure that they really are trans and they really want to change gender, because um, these medical things, they are not reversible. They keep saying that they are reversible. Puberty blockers are not reversible. It's called puberty blockers. Puberty happen in the period of time when you are 9, 10, whatever, 12, 15, whatever. Once you block the puberty there, you can't unblock the puberty, bitch. Puberty happen at that time. So if you are 18 and you were put on puberty blockers on 5, and you at 18 choose that you want to have puberty and everything, you can't have puberty. Even if you stop this medicine, even if you don't take medicine anymore, you can't come back in time, and you can't have puberty because puberty happened just one time. All right. And I'm sick and tired of this doctor lying to the parents and to everyone with this bullshit that puberty blockers are reversible. They are not, bitch. They are not, because it's full of the transitioner that are speaking up, and especially the girls. The girls, you can see that after they stopped taking puberty blockers, after they stopped taking this medicine, you change gender, the voice is still the voice of a man. And this will not change. So this girl will have the voice of a freaking man their whole life, and it's not nice, and they can't come back. The beer, they will always have a beer, because this puberty blood, this medical care to change gender really works. All right, they are really powerful. And once you choose that, you have to make sure that that's the right choice. Like, you can't go back. And that's the truth. Unfortunately, I'm tired of these idiots, these doctors lying, and they are paid to lie. To be honest, I don't trust the medical industry. Why would I trust them? Like, we pretend like Rockefeller didn't removed all the good herbal natural medication and he changed everything with this fake um, medical made out petrol, like whatever it's called, made out cancer basically, so he could make more money. Like, we pretend like medicine it's great. No, it's not. Medicine is not great at all. Unfortunately, everybody thinks it's great. Science and everything, they are all lying to you. And yeah, yeah, I don't trust doctor. Let's not forget that in the 50s, doctors were paid to lie to people about cigarettes, and these doctors were advertising to smoke. And they were like, hey, if you're a woman and you are pregnant, this is actually good for you. This is actually good for you, and it's actually good for your child. Let you smoke. And they were doing this for real. Like, it's not a joke. Um, why would I trust them? Like, yeah, but they were different time. Oh, bitch. Nothing really changed. Just the way we dress. Let's be honest. These doctors want to make money. That's all. It's rare that you find a good doctor that it's really good. You know what I mean? Like, they want to do their job. Sadistic doctors. Crazy sadistic doctors. And now they are banning um, puberty blockers. Let me search. This is Texas, alright? Alright. Let's read. Let's try to read from this laptop. Okay. Okay. Texas expected to ban puberty blockers, hormone treatment for trans kids. Listen, there's no such a thing as trans kids. Stop calling them trans kids. I'm so sick. Anyways, this dude, Greg Abbott, said he will sign Senate Bill 14 into law, which will make Texas one of the. Okay, alright, right. Will make Texas one of over a dozen states that restrict transition related care for transgender minor. There's no such a thing as a transgender minor. Legal groups have already pledged to challenge it in court. Bitch. Well, now it's illegal for children to transition in Texas, I think, or at least in the most famous, popular hospital, it's kind of illegal. Right. This is the interesting part. This is the interesting part. This is the money talk. This is the doctor's money talk. How much do puberty blocker cost? The cost of puberty blocker is approximately. This is a lot of fucking money. Alright, I don't know how to read the number. I will do this. You see that? You see that? Alright, I think 1020, 1020 and 200. Alright, listen, I still have to learn English. The numbers, I don't know them. Anyways, it's a whole salary, alright? Per month for injection. It can range from 4,000 and something to $18,000 for an implant. Alright? 4 months. Imagine how these children, I'm a doctor. I'm doing my job. I have to pay taxes. Guess what? Do I really care about if these children have some trauma and they want to chop their boobs off because they got raped? No, I don't. And guess what? I'm gonna take all the money, bitch. And this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. All right, this is about to go, unfortunately, because it's the battery. It's literally why you are acting like this. 5% of the battery. It's charging. I don't know what but it's not doing. All right, so I hope these things will keep going. All right. Do puberty blockers have long-term side effects? There are no known irreversible effects of puberty blocker. If you decide to stop taking them, your body will go through puberty just the way. No, it's not true. It is not true. It is not true. It's full of people that got these puberty blockers and they choose not to take them anymore. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? They have a small dick because they took these puberty blockers and their dicks will never grow. It's not true. Why they write this fake information? This is medical information there. Provincial Health Service Authority. This is bullshit. Authority blog, like, this is coming from some sort of provincial health service authority. Like, it's not even, I don't know, CNN. This is why they write bullshit. Why parents, if you are parents, don't trust this. You have to listen to the transitioner. I am so pissed off that they write these fake things so there. Like, it makes me so angry. Do puberty blockers cause permanently infertility? Let's see. Taking puberty alone should not affect your ability to have a baby in the future. Unfortunately, it does. Unfortunately, when you take these puberty blockers, your dick will stay small. And if you're a girl, forget about getting a fucking child because these puberty blockers are not good for you. Yeah, I hate when this medical industry writes bullshit. Like, it's it's a shame. This freaking fly, it's a shame that they are misinforming parents. They are writing down these things that it's true that they are helpful, that they will have no consequences, that you will be perfectly fertile, which is not true. Like, why would you do this? You disgusting. Behind this, money, Nazists, sadomasochistic, pedophilic, and more you had. And it's true. Unfortunately, I've done my research and it kept like days and days of hours and hours of research. Um, so I didn't search on CNN to see if everything is fine. Like, I've done my research. I've listened hours and hours of the transitioner. I've watched podcasts left and right. And to be honest, these puberty blockers are not reversible. And we can talk about this clinic in the UK that 9 months ago chose to close the Travis Scott clinic. They were doing puberty blockers, hormonal treatment on children, and after 25 years, they realized that all this is wrong. After 25 years, like, not even a year, like, girl, after a year that you are doing this on the children, you should be aware that this is wrong. It took all this year. How much money they took? How much money they took? Let's see. This is all experimental. These children are guinea pigs. They are not really. It's not happening to the children. It's not happening to the children. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's full of story. It's full of story of these children that regret transitioning. It's full. And to say that it's not true, it's like saying that the sky is not blue. Like, so I don't see why people are pretending that this is everything is fine. This fucking fly. Everything is okay. When the truth is that they are doing Frankenstein on children. Nobody's stopping them. So now I'm reading What a Bad Light. One thing about one thing about the trans community, especially the trans activists, that actually these trans activists, none of them is trans. It's white middle class girls. So that they have so much free time, they have nothing to do. Maybe you want to search a job. These bitches are the problems. How can you? They keep pushing and pressing doctors to give children puberty blockers. And how can you improve medicine without asking question? Without using biological female, biological male as terminology. How can you do this if you keep saying that this is offensive, this is problematic? How can these doctors have no time to do their research because the mermaids are pressing them because these mermaids are terrible. Like, I see them and I think about pedophilia and I think about child abuse. I don't think something good. I think about hate speech. I think about everything that is hateful. The mermaids are doing it, silencing women, uh, promoting child abuse. What the fuck are you doing? How can you do research? How can you do research if you don't talk? If you censorship words, if you censorship the word woman, man, biological female, if you find that this you find offensive, like, how can you do research to make sure that this medicine are safe for everybody to take? In fact, these medicine are not safe for people to take. And these people that take this medicine to change gender, they are at risk of many diseases. Many diseases. And doctors can't say nothing because if they say something, they are transphobic. So you are not helping yourself, the trans community. You are just not helping yourself. And it's gonna come the day where people just don't want to people just get tired, and it's happening now that people are tired of the trans community and the way they push themselves into society and how awful they are, to be honest, and how little respect they have of people and of people's opinions, um, and everything. And honestly, people don't want you anymore. um, and not because you changed gender, but it's your attitude, it's your being hateful that it's making you look ugly. And this is what happened when you fuck around with the children. And to be honest, I'm not even surprised that people and parents are against this. Um, by the way, puberty blockers, it's a drug. It's a drug, all right? By the way, this Tavistock clinic owns other companies. Let's see. That's interesting. Tavistock Restaurant Collection. It's a family of upscale dining brands, including Habe and Lewis, Atlantic Fish, Atla, Boxy Park, Canyonita, I don't know, Canvas Restaurant and Market, Chroma Modern Bar, Plus Kitchen, Crouch Grill, no, not Crouch, Coach, oh my god, Coach Grill, not Crouch. I am too okay. Joe's Park Pizza, a brewing company, the Garden Room, and Timpano. So this people owns all of this. So every time you spend money on this, all this that I've just said, you are putting money into arming children, right? And by the way, once you take these puberty blockers, not just you block puberty, you block the bones structures, you block the brain growth. So you will have in 20 years these children that are taking these puberty blockers will have a low IQ, uh, lucky if they can walk without a stick. Um, and what else? What else? Everything bad. Sorry, everything bad, basically. Um, so the way you will have in 20 years, you will have useless, brainless adults that have no place in society. They will be excluded by companies, by work jobs, mm, by everything, by their families. So we are creating problem to these people, and I'm very sorry to say that the problems that we are creating by supporting this will be very serious in 20 years. So now we don't see them, but just wait in 20 years. Just wait in 20 years when these children will be, I don't know, 30, 20. I mean, it's almost like it's full of the transitioner. It's full of the transitioner that transitioned when they were teenagers and now they are young adults and they are regretting this. And that's why children can't consent to this type of things because children don't know the side effect of these drugs. They don't know that in the future they will not be able to have children. They will not be able to have a functioning life. And that's sad. So we have to stop this type of things now. So, mm, if I'm gonna be honest with you, now it's time that I go eat something. And for today, it was all. So I guess I see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I go live tomorrow or if I want to go live tomorrow, whatever. But for sure, you will see me somewhere. I don't know, Instagram, linked down below, Twitter, linked down below. Um, so, see you.